see. It says live.
It does say live. I did see that.
Yes. Okay, awesome. So let me just refresh on my phone, make sure we're there. Yep, it's there. All right. Welcome everyone to another edition of Monday Mornings with Maria. And I have my very dear friend Dana with me today. And we want to discuss just kind of like how we got started, how we met. Dana and I actually, as many of the people that I'm in business with, met online. We met on a different platform, and she kind of just, we friended each other on Facebook, and obviously we started seeing what each other is up to, and she saw that I'm very much into digital currencies. So she started asking some questions. She had previously, just like many of us, just kind of got curious, so bought a little bit of crypto, put it on one of our wallets, and just what we hear, right, is that you can buy Bitcoin and it's going to go through the sky and you're going to be a millionaire the next day. And so you're just sitting there waiting for it to go up. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the latest trend right now. It's actually that Bitcoin is going way, way down, along with all the other financial institutions in our country and the worldwide. So yeah, Dana was just asking me what I know about it and how, what she could do with the little bit of coins that she had sitting on a wallet, just doing nothing. And so I introduced her to our current platform that we're in. And in just a few weeks, Dana has just absolutely grasped everything that there is to know about it, and she's actually now being able to help others with it. So I just wanted for you guys to hear from somebody who is very, very new to this space, what her experience has been like, and yeah, so I'll let Dana just share a little bit of her background and just what her experience has been so far with our new platform here.
Hey, thanks, Maria. Thanks for inviting me to be a guest with you. This is an honor. And who would have thought, even a year ago, I would be a guest on one of your Zooms talking about digital currencies. But so my background really has been for the last 8-9 years has been in the network marketing industry. I started that when my boys were younger. I was a homeschool mom and working, wanted to work from home, and that was the best opportunity for me at the time to do that. And that's how I got into network marketing, and I loved it. I did a couple different product businesses and had huge success, and am very grateful that I've had that opportunity. And I learned a lot being in that space. But just over the past year, just looking for something a little different. And honestly, when we met and I knew you knew a lot about crypto, I didn't really think I would be doing a platform, so to speak, in crypto. But I'm like, she's got to know more than I know, because all I did really, Maria, was buy some Bitcoin on my Cash App, and there it was, in my Cash App, like you said, and it was just going up and down. I just watch it go up and down, down more than up, especially in the past 6 months. And so when I knew you had experience, I trusted you. And even though we really had just really met, I just felt like you would at least guide me in the right direction. And that's when you introduced the platform that we're involved in now. And I was a little intimidated, I'll be honest, because I don't know much about this. I can market a product, I can build a team, I can do all that stuff, but this is a whole different ballgame for me. So it was a little intimidating.
Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, because one of the biggest things that I always get asked is, or both of us, we get asked is, there's so many scams out there, so many platforms that ask you to deposit money, and you think you're getting involved in something great, and then all of a sudden they usually tend to last with, it could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. Like literally, I've seen things just last literally to just a couple of weeks, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. It's just one of those scams. And so a lot of people get very, very nervous and leery about, you know, understandably so, because they have experienced it either themselves or have heard through their friends about all these other scams going on. So, being that you were kind of nervous about it, I know you've decided to just jump on it with the little bit of coins that you had, because a lot of people tend to think that in order to get started into this industry, you have to have a ton of money and you have to like mortgage your house or sell your car or something like that, or cash out your 401k, which a lot of people are actually doing that only because only because the 401ks they're watching it dwindle down to nothing. So they're like, okay, well, let me at least take a little bit out of it. We're not saying take out the whole thing, but take a little bit of it, have it work for you here, see how it goes, and if you like it, you can always add more, or you can take it out, whatever you want to do. But
and that's, Maria, that's a really good point, because even though I had a little bit of crypto, it was more than just that. It was because of, you know, what is going on with the economy, what is happening. And you hear of all these opportunities, like you said, not sure which ones the legit ones and which ones could be, you know, a scam. But I'm like, there has to be more. There has to be something that I could be doing with even the small amount of crypto that I had at the time, to build on that, to make my monies work for me. And I think that's it. I started off, I would say, dipping my toe in just to check it out. And after that first week, when I started, I think I invested on a Tuesday, and that Friday we get paid, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, I already got paid. This is really cool. This is working, right? And it just built my confidence. But it really is about, I think, trusting the person that you are, you know, learning this from. And because I knew you and your business partners too were versed in this industry, I felt comfortable saying, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. And I'm so glad I did. That's for sure. And that's what I share with people. I'm like, you don't have to, like you said, you don't have to come in with a ton, but just start off with something that you can feel comfortable with, and then see what happens. And that's the exciting part, is seeing what happens after that. So it's been a fun couple months, I have to say, for sure.
Yes, yeah, and that also makes me think of just the fact that you know, you came into this with an unbelievable background and experience in the MLM industry and the network marketing industry, so you had a lot of knowledge about all that stuff. Right. But this opportunity actually doesn't require you to know any of that, because you can do it absolutely passively. You do. That was actually my initial intention, was to just come in here and just kind of treat it like a savings account on steroids because it grows really fast. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put in my money and let it grow, and I'm not gonna get anyone else involved. I'm not gonna share this. I'm just gonna do it on my own.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what I've tended to do since 2020. I've been involved in this industry for a couple of years now, and for the most part, a lot of the platforms that I've been involved in have been a little bit more on the high risk end of it. And so those I definitely never share with anyone. Those I just, like I said, do them myself. If I lose my own money, that's on me. Right. And I don't have to be responsible for having, you know, gotten other people involved and they lost their money. Yeah. That I can't sleep at night with that kind of thought in my head. So I only share the ones that I really, really believe in, the ones that I have done all the research on. This one that we're involved in has a lot of documentation. It's legal all over the world. You can do your own due diligence, but we do have a lot of those documents already in case that you want to look into those. But of course, we always say, don't just take my word for it. Do your own research and, you know, double check the information that I'm giving you, that it is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we both, I think you and I both came into this thinking we're going to do it passively. We're just maybe share with a few friends here and there.
Anybody. I did tell my husband. I mean, he knew. Right. He's not the only person that knew anything. Right.
Right. Yeah.
And I think, Maria, too, that was because I felt intimidated by it. Like, I can't really explain this to anybody. I don't really know. And what I've learned is that it is so simple because you can't come in, do your investing, earn passively. And I did. I earned passively for a couple of weeks before I even really talked to a couple people that I knew might be interested in that and having this opportunity as well. People that trusted me, so I felt comfortable talking to them. But it really was like, oh my gosh, this is really working. And the more I understood it and just really got on, like the Zoom presentations that we have with our team and stuff, just to understand it, it isn't hard. And I have to say, I didn't really think that I would be the person that would be helping somebody new come on board and getting their crypto and funding their accounts and all that kind of stuff. But it is a simple process. And once you know how to do it, that's it. You don't have to keep learning something new. And I think that's what I really caught on to as well, is that once that's taken care of, if you just want to earn passively, that's all you got to do. You just roll over the compounding if you want. That's really easy every week, but you don't have to keep learning new things. And it's really simple. And so I think for anyone who just wants to learn and wants to share, this is not hard. And there's so much support. And especially you, oh my gosh, you are just amazing. You walked me through every step and helping new people come on, because most of them were like me. They, nothing about it. They may have had crypto, maybe. I would say a very small percentage. Most of them were like, I don't even know where to go to get it, right? And so it's just been amazing how this process works and the support we have, but how really easy it is to get started and to have the income coming in every week. So
yes, I love that you brought that up, because about not having to learn something new every week, because that just takes me back to the MLM industry when you're selling products and the company decides to come out with new products. So now you have to learn that new product, how to use it, how to, the ingredients, how to explain, how it works. Here, there's none of that. And I would say that I think maybe 60 to 80% of the people who are in this are passive. They're not sharing. Only maybe they tend to share with their close friends and family just because their friends ask them what were they doing, and they just share, oh yeah, I'm investing in this company and it's doing really well.
Yeah.
And before they know it, their family members like, well, why haven't you told me about it? What I want to know
every week, right?
Yes, exactly. So it comes very organically. We're not selling anything. We're not asking you to join anything.
Don't spend any money. You don't have to spend any extra money. You're literally just spending money from, if it's in the, and let's be honest, I have that little bit of Bitcoin. And then of course we have, you have your bank accounts that's doing nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing on any interest earned. And then you've maybe got your monies, into retirement or the stock market, mutual funds, things like that. And literally I was like, our money isn't doing much of anything. I know there's always think long-term. Well, you know what? I don't want to think that long-term. I want to start enjoying my money, right? So really seeing this opportunity for what we could do now and to really make our monies start working better for us. And so that in and of itself. And I think that's the main thing when we share with people too, is that everybody gets paid. Again, you don't have to do anything to get paid. You just have to come here and move your monies over and you're going to get paid. And that is something so different than what we've both probably experienced anything in the network marketing, because if you weren't selling or talking to people or what, you weren't going to. And this everybody does. So no matter who comes here, they get paid every Friday. And I just love that everybody can win.
Yes. And I just wanted to point out there's a ton of people in the chat saying hello and sending us some love. So thank you guys so much for your support. One thing I wanted to point out since you brought it up is that I personally didn't know until I've now learned that this is actually what banks do with our money. They take our money and they're trading it in the market every day, and they're making all the profits, and we don't get any of it. If it's in the savings account, you might get 1% a year or something like that. but they're making the money and they're not sharing it with anyone. And that's basically what this is just taking control of what we do with our money, how we make it work for us instead of it just working for the banks and them making all the profits. So
yeah, it's really good to have this option, and just so grateful that that you were here and I reached out to you, and you know what, even I would say, even for anyone that's maybe watching this or not, if you don't know anything about crypto, I would say just start learning. Start with us. Just ask some questions and get on, or listen to something that we're going to share with a Zoom or something, because it's not as intimidating as you think it might be, right? And I have to say, so many of the people that I have helped set up accounts and stuff, they are brand new, and there's a few steps, and they're like, wow, well, that wasn't too bad. I'm like, I know, it's hard. So it's totally worth it. Totally worth checking it out and giving it a go and just trying it out, because once you have it done, getting that little pay every Friday is really pretty exciting. So we love it. We absolutely love it. So,
for sure.
So for sure.
Yeah, I think on that note, I have had a couple of people, they reach out to me, they're kind of curious about it, and I give them just a couple of pointers, and then maybe I'll send them a video if they want to learn more information, like a short video. Here's something for you to like look at and kind of pay attention to and see what you think. Yeah. And that's the extent of what I do. I don't chase people. If you're interested in this opportunity, you can come to me, you can ask me about it. I'm not going to chase you down. It's not one of those things. We're not chasing people. We're not trying to sell you a product. We're not, if you're interested in it, you can come to us. And then we, like Dana said, we will hold you by the hand. We will take you every step of the way, and we'll help you with all the information. Because like Dana, for example, she had a little bit of crypto in a Cash App.
Right, that's it.
And that is very dangerous, to keep your crypto in a decentralized platform like that. So I had to teach her, like, okay, that's good, but you need to move that into a centralized, a decentralized platform. So so yeah, those are just little things, terms that I'd never had heard before this space, and now I'm not going to say I'm an expert on it, but I definitely know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. And yeah, we would love to help anyone who's interested. Just like Dana said, just getting your toe in the water, just dip it in. You don't have to jump head first. It's definitely something you can just ease into, because let's face it, I mean, a lot of people, I don't think, realize that crypto is the future. So if you don't want to get into it now, that's fine. But eventually you're going to have to. Like, you're going to be forced to, because that's all that there's going to be. The dollar is already worthless. It's trash. So yeah, it's just something that, whether you want to be, go ahead and get into it a little bit now so you can be prepared for the future, or just be forced to later. So So yeah, I think we've covered pretty much everything we wanted to talk about today.
I can do crypto. Really, anybody can. I'm just telling you, it's not my thing, but I am learning, and it's worth it.
She's
really
being humble. She's amazing. She has helped so many people. Yes, and soon they'll be helping their people as well. So it's just an awesome duplicatable system. It's very simple. And yeah, we're loving it so far. The numbers are incredible. Like she said, every single Friday you get paid no matter what. Everyone wins. And so really no one is leaving. That's what
that's
the difference between when you're in a company. And don't get me wrong, I love my MLM companies. I buy different products from all my different friends who are into different things, and I love supporting those. But as far as me being involved in one of those is not really my thing anymore since I have this. But yeah, the retention is so completely different, because there you are relying on people selling products. If product's not moving, you're not making money, they're not making money.
Right.
And that's what's different here.
Yeah. And I think, too, just to mention really quick before, I know we're probably going to close this out, but even with what we're doing here in our platform, other than moving your money there, you don't have to worry about anything else, right? The company does the trading for us. We don't have to worry. We don't have to be so knowledgeable. There was a woman I started just this past week, and she's like, Dana, I don't know anything. There's just no way I can do this with you. I'm like, oh my gosh. You don't have to know anything. You really don't. We just want to get you the money there. And once we do, that's all you have to do. And she started last week, and she's just super excited. And she's like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize it was this simple. I'm like, yeah. So I think that's another thing too. You don't have to learn about the how to do this or how to do that with crypto or anything. The company is able to, it's a profit based. They're able to bring us profit every week, and we just have to sit there, have the monies there, and watch our trading balances grow. So it's just been just wonderful. And I just thank God that he brought this opportunity to me and my family. And I'm excited just to share it with as many other people who want to know more, for sure. So just
yes. I know we want to close it out so we don't make it too long, but you brought up a great point that I want to continue on, and that's when I first was introduced to this, or the first person that sent me some information about it, they said that this was a trading platform. And I immediately said, no, I have no interest. I don't want to watch the little squiggly lines on the screen. I don't have time. And I know that it takes a lot of knowledge to know how to trade. And I don't have the time to put into that. So I immediately said, no, thank you. I'm going to pass. I'm okay. And so it took probably maybe 3 or 4 people who finally were like, no, Maria, this is not, you don't need to know about trading. They do the trading for you. All you have to do is this. I was like, oh, okay, let me take another look now. Now it makes sense. Now I'm interested.
Got my attention. Yeah, if you would have told me I had a trade, it would have been, okay, see you later. Good luck to you. I never would have even taken a look, because that's not my thing. It probably never will be. So, being honest, but.
Yeah, but so yeah, we didn't want to keep this too long, so we're going to go ahead and close it out. But yes, I see a lot of people. Ashley, get with me, send me a message, and I'll be happy to walk you through it and make sure that all those intimidating thoughts go away, because it's really not. It is definitely intimidating at first, but it's super, super simple once you get to know what it's all about. But yeah, thank you so much, Dana, for being here with me
today. I'm so honored that you picked me to do this with you. I hope it helps somebody. I hope anybody's out there who is like me, who is totally new to this, feels more comfortable to at least get the information, and to at least, talk to Maria or me, whoever's watching, whoever's timeline it's on, to just reach out, because we'd be happy to answer questions and get you the information. So
yes, that's the last thing I will say. We work here together as a team, so it doesn't matter whether you reach out to me or you reach out to Dana, or even anyone that's in the comments. Like, just reach out to one of us. We will help you. We will help you with whatever you need. So, all right. Well, everyone have a happy Monday, and thank you for tuning in. And I will see you guys next Monday with another special guest. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks, Dana.
Thanks. Take care.